afternoon. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Welcome to Camnet TV Media News. The headlines. Mushrooming Chinese lead factories in KABWE worry government. UPND CADRES reject KAFUE Council Chairperson BUUMBA MALAMBO, accusing her of running the council like her home. Details coming through after this commercial.
For immediate coverage of any breaking or latest news in Zambia and around the world on Camnet television, call the numbers on your screen. Camnet television, bringing to your screens fair news, impartial news, credible and reliable news all the time. Get the whole truth on Camnet World News. Camnet Television, not just another channel.
Another media news in detail. A women-led community-based group known as KABWE Cooperative have challenged other women to rise to the task of financial liberation, stating that it has begun to reap from its cooperative, which is making dishwashing liquid soap locally.
The concept of cooperative formation under the Constituency Development Fund is expected to transform Zambia into a hive of activity, with an increasing number of goods being produced locally in the few coming years. This is KABWE Cooperative, a community-based cooperative in Lusaka-Skawata constituency, which is showcasing how it has begun making dishwashing liquid using funding from the Constituency Development Fund, CDF. The cooperative, which is women-owned, took time to showcase how the soap is produced locally before the United Party for National Development UPND National Women Committee to show how women-owned cooperatives are performing. Cooperative Chairperson Alice Matinanga says such initiatives are sure to lift women out of poverty.
We are testimony to this assertion. Now that the cooperatives are being funded through CDF, we expect to see the creation of more cooperatives in Kawata constituency and elsewhere.
Responding to the initiative, UPND National Women Chairperson Gladys Tavares says the party women committee will continue encouraging women around the country to form cooperatives regardless of political affiliation.
The only qualification needed is being a woman with a desire to improve our lives at household, community, and national level. As UPND Women's Wing, we have so far helped to register 589 community-based and non-political cooperatives in 6 provinces, broken down as follows. Copperbelt Province, 251, Northern Province, 121, Lusaka Province, 99, Central Province, 47, Eastern Province, 40, Northwestern Province, 31.
The emphasis from locals has been for the quality of Zambian products to be excellent if they are to fairly compete with international products. Zipporah Mshala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
Residents of Chowa Township in KABWE are living in fear for their health due to the ongoing indiscriminate dumping of lead toxic materials by Chinese companies operating in the area.
Despite several warnings on the dangers of lead poison to human health, Chinese investors dealing in lead mining and processing in KABWE have paid a blind eye on the safety of nearby residents. Residents in Chowa, Aerodrome and Wire have been inhaling dust emanations contaminated with lead poison from Chinese firms in the area. These are the stockpiles of lead ore extracted from the infamous Kawasaki open pit mine. However, the dust highly contaminated with lead poison from these stockpiles has adversely affected the health of the nearby residents. Central Province Minister Credo Nanjua visited the site where the Chinese investors are constructing a factory on this piece of land, A59, which is at the center of controversy.
There are people here. That's the house there. Yep. Then here you have put materials which contains lead. Then you are saying in the future you are going to talk to them. After they have already died, who are you going to talk to? These materials, this wind which blows, it gets to them.
What we do is build our wall first, stock.
But you haven't built the wall first, you have poured the material, poisonous material.
And one would wonder how these investors managed to secure the building permit from the local authority, KABWE Municipal Council, and whether the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, have inspected the area to approve the construction of the processing plant of lead and other toxic materials in the area.
Have you got the ZEMA papers?
Not yet. We are doing application.
How are you compiling these materials before ZEMA
and
approves?
From his submission saying,
yeah, we started this at the same time.
Who approved this construction of this building?
Over this question.
Reporting for Camnet TV News, Petronella Msangulule in KABWE.
An anti-corruption commission investigation officer has told the Economic Financial Crimes Court that he had made up his mind to charge and arrest a Lusaka couple accused of owing the infamous 51 houses because their income did not match what the money that was used to purchase the alleged property.
Anti-Corruption Commission investigative officer Swinton Lusaka concluded giving his testimony Monday afternoon after giving a lengthy testimony which started in the last court session. Appearing this morning before the Lusaka's magistrate under the fast-track court, Mr. Lusaka testified that he made up his mind to charge and arrest the Lusaka couple accused of being in possession of the infamous 51 houses because their income did not match with the money they used to purchase the alleged property. This is in a case in which the state has slapped Charles Loyana, 51, a senior accountant at the Ministry of Finance, and his wife Susan Loyana, 46, an accountant at the Ministry of Works and Supply, with charges of possession of property reasonably believed to be proceeds of crime. The duo have denied the charges. According to the court's records, the property that Mr. and Mrs. Loyana are accused of corruptly acquiring are valued at more than 37 million kwacha. In his testimony, the investigation officer told Magistrate Faide Samaundu, who sat as the Economic and Financial Crimes Court, that according to his investigation, it was revealed that the money which the couple earned of about 1.2 million kwacha could not match the cost of constructing 51 flats, which was slightly more than 27.8 million kwacha. In his further testimony, the arresting officer narrated how through a warn and caution statement he recorded from a Tanzania businessman, Uzai Bashir had given Mr. Charles Loyana the authority to invest in Zambia on his behalf. The witness told Magistrate Hamaundu that Mr. Bushiri had told him that he had given authority to Mr. Loyana and was done through his cousin Zubero Bingawa, who had been living in Zambia for some time. The Tanzanian businessman Bashiri earlier last year sued the Anti-Corruption Commission before the Lusaka High Court, claiming that the property belonged to him. The matter has since been adjourned to the 12th of December 2022 for cross-examination. Miriam Kaimba, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Scholars of United Party for National Development CADRES Monday stormed the KAFUE Civic Center, protesting against some council officials over suspected illegal dealing and mishandling of affairs affecting the people in the area.
United Party for National Development CADRES stormed the KAFUE Civic Center, protesting against some council officials over suspected illegal dealings and mishandling of affairs of the local authority. The irate CADRES demanded that KAFUE Council Chairperson BUUMBA Malambo and her husband, who is a councillor, Kelly Luanga, and KAFUE Town Council Secretary Jonathan Mwanza vacate the office.
Samalands aliko kusoro boralista di market kuja even hapa so na proof ya kuti olopa ground tingaendepo so abantu batifuta mushabusale wati. Then number 2 tipeza kuti ma contractors wamu na mukafio siwapeza nchito venekeli vanatenga vaku procurating team vaku then kutibamba kutenga ma contractors vakuti kulusaka mwini wa mukafio wanga kwanise kuseveza nchito tili na
bazame tifuna bameba chitikale boza wabene wao bene bumbaba na mwamuna wake bachokelero tifuna boza ya Pakistan kutoka bameba tinabotela kulibe bametiona.
Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary Nicholas Piri later came to hear the cries of the people, but persuading them was not an easy undertaking until UPND KAFUE District Chairperson, who addressed the protesters, said the 3 officials will no longer administer council affairs.
Kapena cha Mungu ikisherekeni ndande na kabisa. Abantu bose batatu. Council secretary, kansela BUUMBA Malambo, na kansela Kelly Luanga. Bachoka pano.
Also present was the District Commissioner, KABWE. The CADRES say they do not want BUUMBA Malambo and Councillor Kelly Luanga, whom they accuse of running the local authority like a household affair.
There's no way putting the weapons of motor government.
If a stumor as UPND in KAFUE, believe me not,
When reached for a comment, KAFUE District Council Chairperson BUUMBA Malambo declined to comment on the matter. However, Camnet TV understands that the elections which the people of KAFUE want can only be necessitated by death, resignation, expulsion, and incapacitation, and in the case of KAFUE District, expulsion can lead to mayoral and ward by-elections. Patrick Soko, Camnet News.
The news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Media News, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. Mushrooming Chinese lead factories in KABWE worry government. UPND cadres reject KAFUE Council Chairperson BUUMBA Malambo, accusing her of running the council like her home. Thank you for watching. I am Precious Mzea Sakaleji. Pleasant viewing. Good afternoon.